What a beautiful day. I'll keep it short, te iwi. He hororo he kororia ki te kaihanga o te ao. He maungarango ki te whenua he whakaropa ki ngā tangata katoa, ngā mana, ngā reo, ngā iwi, e rau rangatira mā, te nā koutou. He uri no te moana nui a kiwa hou, ko Tonga, Kingdom of Tonga, toku u kaipo. No reina, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. I stand here because Māori have made the call, and like many of us here, we have heeded that call. I stand here as a proud tangata tiriti, proud tangata moana, proud grandson of Tongan migrants. But I can't help but wonder, at the Hīkoi up in Tāmaki Makaurau, at the Hīkoi here, I can't help but wonder and think about all of us who have a family member or a friend who isn't here. We all know someone who doesn't support the Hīkoi. And for whatever reason, there are many reasons. Some people are just too busy. I get it, kei te pai. But what about those of us who disagree with this Hīkoi? What about those of us who actually support the bill? And I'm not talking about the very small group of rich Pākehā whānau. I'm talking about tangata tiriti, me tangata moana, me tangata whenua even. So I've been trying to understand, where are they coming from? Why are they supporting this bill, or why are they disagreeing with us? And I've heard all the arguments. I've read the statements, I've read the comments, I've seen the videos. Heck, I've even seen random American YouTubers chime in on what's happening here. You can always count on a random American YouTuber to tell us something that we didn't ask for. And I've heard members of the coalition government spit out their buzzwords, that this Hīkoi is grounded in critical race theory, that this Hīkoi is a part of their favorite buzzword, wokeism. I even saw one comment on media say that this Hīkoi, or this kaupapa, is grounded in critical race theory, and that belongs in America and the woke lands. Well, let's look at the facts. That theory is only over 40 years old. Māori have been saying honour the treaty for over 170 years. You don't need to be a historian to know the facts, to look at what Māori have been doing, to look at Kiingitanga in the Waikato, with Princess Tupaia Herangi, to look further up north, Ngāti Whātua of the Kotaitanga movement, or Paora Tū Haere, to look down to Parihaka, the Whiti o Rongomai and Taranaki. In the 1920s, when Samoa was standing for their independence and started the Māo movement, and they had the massacre in 1929, it was Māori politicians here in Aotearoa advocating for them. So Māori Pōmare, so Apirana Ngata. We stand here for that. But as Māori have been standing here in the 1800s and the 1900s, standing for what's right, our leaders, our chiefs, our kings and our queens across the Moana Nui a Kiwa, across the Pacific, have been doing the same thing. King Takumbau from Fiji was sending a letter to King Kamehameha in Hawaii, saying we need to unite. It was King Kalakaua in Hawaii who saw the wave of imperialism coming and said, Oceania, it's time for us to stand up. Moana Nui a Kia, it's time for us to stand up. And he was sending letters to King Tupou in Tonga, sending letters to Maliatoa, Laupepa in Samoa, sending letters to King Pōmare V in Tahiti. And his letters almost got here to Aotearoa, but he got stopped in his tracks. In 1887, word got out that the indigenous populations of Moana Nui a Kia were standing up to unite. And a group of businessmen literally held King Kalakaua by gunpoint and said, this was their message: we're here to exploit the world so that we can become as rich as possible. But we can't do that if native populations hold on to their sovereignty. E te iwi, that's the same message behind this bill. Let us not be fooled by the pseudo-equality sales pitch that's from David Seymour. When David Seymour writes down, I'm doing what's right for everyone, know that there's an asterisk beside everyone. And when you read the fine print on the bottom, what does it say? It says when Mr. Seymour says everyone, what he means is a very small group of people who are already economically and politically privileged. Facts. When I hold up the arguments of the bill against the facts of the history, it doesn't match up at te iwi. But I'm not here to talk about the bill. We're not here to talk about the bill. We're here to stand in unity, tangata tiriti, tangata moana, without tangata whānau, without tangata whenua whānau, sorry. We're here to stand, not to talk about the bill, but to stand for our future. In just a few years' time, it'll be 2040, marking 200 years since the signing of Te Tiriti I Waitangi, the foundational document of this land. My question to everyone who's listening in, whether you're standing here or you're listening in through the live stream, is what kind of Aotearoa do you want by 2040? Better yet, what kind of Aotearoa do we need by 2040? Simple. An Aotearoa where tangata tiriti are thriving. An Aotearoa where tangata whenua are thriving. An Aotearoa where tangata moana are thriving. An Aotearoa where our land, our seas, and our oceans are healed and healthy. An Aotearoa where the spiritual and social landscape is at peace and harmony and healthy. An Aotearoa that's marked by unity, kotaitanga, and love, aroha. But here's the thing, as we all know, that Aotearoa is only possible if we honour Te Tiriti I Waitangi. Toitu Te Tiriti, toitu he whakaputanga, toitu te mana Māori motuhake. Ka ora tonu mātou! Ka ora tonu mātou! Ka ora tonu mātou! Kia ora tātou.